Hey guys, it's your boy MKS back at you again with another video. I know I just made one recently. If anyone saw that, I know I'd probably make videos all day if I could. But anyway, I hope to do some writing as well. But I was thinking I'd get my thoughts on paper. For some reason, I decided to do it on YouTube. Because I don't know how much opportunity I'm going to get later. But anyway, so I thought I'd do this in list form, which I often talk about how lists make things easier for me, because otherwise I sort of forget what I'm going to say or whatever, so they help me to organise myself. So I hope people out there will enjoy this. I know this is really just for football fans, but anyone's welcome to watch it, and I really appreciate any viewers, any likes, people sharing the video. If you don't like football, this is probably not going to be a video for you, I'm afraid. But as I say, I'm not going to stop anyone from watching. Obviously, I appreciate anyone watching it, but I hope that won't put you off my other videos, because I talk about other things like politics or whatever. Anyway, this is going to be another one of my football videos. I'm going to try and go through a list of some of my footballing dreams, which I've thought about, but I haven't really put into a list. I haven't really thought about that much. I hope I'm not going to waffle too much, and I hope I'm not going to go off track too much on that. And once again, please leave any comments, preferably positive ones, but whatever comments you like, again, preferably positive. Negative if you have to. But anyway, I'm going to try and get on with the list. I don't want the video to be too long. I hope to make the best use of the opportunity, and then probably go for a walk, hopefully while we got at least half decent weather, because it could change anytime. So anyway, number one, I dream for Italian football to become the most successful, both at club, team, and the international level, like the Giurini practice. As part of that, I hope to support the youth. I have this dilemma that I want to do a lot for charity, and part of me thinks that supporting football is sort of, I talk about how I'd love to give my money to charity and all that, and I give a quarter to each of these groups, which I call the four. So I don't know but I still hope to find sponsors or ways to encourage businesses and banks to create spaces for sport in Italy, and also for Italian football to have like fundraising events which help people in Asia and other parts of the world. So hopefully I'll find a way to balance that and have a bit of fun as well, but also help other people. And as I talked in my video, I hope to do football for good, but I hope to come to that in the future. Number two, I hope for Celtic to become the most successful club in Scottish football. As I said before, in terms of trophies won, and officially recognised as the most successful club in Scotland. And I hope to come up with ideas that will obviously benefit Celtic as much as possible, through helping them to train and fundraise and get sponsors and all that sort of thing. Number three, I hope for Italian club teams such as AC Milan, Inter Milan, and so forth, to become the most successful in terms of winning trophies overseas. Now, I did want to do a few videos on how I hope that Italian fans will ask demand, if you like, certain things from new owners or sponsors or players or managers coming in, like that they have to develop the youth and look to win trophies outside of Italy, like in Europe or around the world. But obviously, only the biggest clubs can do that. But I also hope to help those from the lower leagues in Italy and at grassroots level, and have organisations, companies which sponsor like places for sport or spaces for sport and things like that. So that, in this case for Italian football, so they buy football pitches, indoor football pitches, goals, footballs, training equipment, boots, and all sorts of kits and things like that to help people to practice and become the best footballers they can be. Number four, I hope to write to organisations such as FIFA, UEFA, and other organisations in football around the world, talking about some ideas for like football tournaments that I'd love to create, like the Mediterranean Cup, which I hope to benefit all Mediterranean teams, but especially Italian football at both international and club team level, and the Tricolor Cup, and all sorts of things like Republic Cup and all sorts. And I hope to also talk about football for good, and football making peace and bringing people together despite the differences, and improve relations between Italians and the rest of the world, tackle racism and prejudice through football and things like that. Again, make football for good, football for peace, and all sorts of things like that. Football for peace will be part of football for good. Number five, I hope to get my ideas onto paper and to record YouTube videos, preferably both, and to be able to express my ideas and goals and network with people. And obviously, football's not everything, obviously, but it's something to keep your mind off things when things go wrong. And I think having fun is important. So to me, football is really, actually, I'd say it's quite important, because it's a fun activity, it keeps you fit, it gets you to meet people, and if you're quiet, I can be really quiet normally, believe it or not. So through football, you can socialise with people. So it's not always perfect, but it's a good activity to keep people busy and engaged and things like that. Number 6, I hope to do the best I can to support Italian football and Celtic, as I say, and again at the lower levels, but also maybe even coach and go to Italy and coach. I've talked before about like bringing dyslexic people to go to Italy and coach, and my fellow Anglo-Indians practicing football with Italians and supporting Italian football. I'd love to encourage them to do that as well as Celtic. Number 7, I hope God blesses my ideas and help me to do the best I can. Number 8, again, I hope to tackle hate and violence and prejudice in football generally, especially Italian football. And sorry, I don't know what that word was. To have to tackle extremism and all that, and in Italian football. And I've talked before about how there's a lot of extreme left or extreme right in Italian football, and they don't always get along. But I'd love to unite Italians together through football and make them all centre right or centre left, and also agree with each, like, even if they disagree with each other's opinions, agree to disagree amicably, and also Italians to fall in love with football, and especially their own teams, but just football generally in practice, and enjoy football, and perhaps learn from other countries like Brazil, and maybe even like if Italians can love football that much, they name their children after footballers and things like that, just like they do in Brazil and places like that. And that sort of thing. Number 9, again, I hope for Italians to develop a passion for football. Number 9, I hope to network with other people to write to, as I say, to organisations like FIFA and create centres like in Turin or places like that, or over Italy, to talk about anti-corruption and ensuring the best team wins and Italians to be the best through practice, not through cheating or anything like that, but victorious through, I think of slogans like victorious through superior practice, and things like that. So by practicing more and having networks like Anglo-Indians to help Italian football to become the best, and as well as Celtic, I was saying things like that, and again, football for good and things like that. And I hope to think in the future about my top priorities for football. I think the main one would be Italian football to become number 1, and then afterwards it'd be teams like Celtic, and also Italian football to practice with teams like Chelsea as well, which have a strong Italian connection historically, and also Mediterranean teams and things like that. And number 10, I hope to develop young footballers, academies and things like that. And I talked about Italian football setting up academies in parts of Asia especially, and possibly the Americas, for emerging footballers in countries like India and China, which want to become footballing superpowers apparently. And so like to work with emerging footballing nations, and that sort of thing, and also have partnerships with the MLS, or where there's a large Italian diaspora, or practice football with the diaspora and things like that. And also look at how to make sure children are safe, and to, again, football for good, like with migrants, how to ensure that they are safe, and perhaps fundraise for their for communities in Asia and Africa, so, and improve human rights in those countries and nations, or whatever you want to call them, so that they don't have to risk their life in the sea, in the Mediterranean Sea, to migrate and things like that. And I'd also love to connect together like Eurasian and other transcontinental and Mid-Eastern and Mediterranean nations. And like when football owners buy football clubs, like the Qataris have bought Man City, and it looks like Saudis are trying to buy Newcastle. I'm hoping that I can encourage people, more Asian or especially Arab owners, I know most Arabs are probably Asian, but to buy Italian clubs instead, like especially Mediterranean, like have a Mediterranean network, and that sort of thing, which I hope will benefit Italian football the most, as well as like Spanish, French, and Portuguese, but especially Italian football. So thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, listening to the ramblings of a mad guy with some crazy ideas, I'd love to know what you think. As ever, I think I'm going to call this a wrap. What do you think about it? Please let me know. Please don't hold back your feedback in the comment section. Sorry if I spoke too fast, or my ideas are really quirky, but hopefully some people out there will like them. Peace and love.